Hello, welcome everybody to the latest video, and whether you are new to my Patreon site or you've been with me right since the beginning in the late spring of this year, if you've looked through all the content, you will know that one of the, for the want of a better expression, central pillars of wisdom that runs through all of my playing is the sticking system. It is explained, at the risk of repeating myself, pardon the blatant plug, it is explained in full detail in my book, which you can get via my website. But what if, and here's what today is about, we take that underlying logic of these 12 figures, these 12 permutations, and look at how it can be applied in different ways. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to use it to create, as it were, melody between the left hand and the bass drum in the context of jazz comping. So if we were to take, for instance, a simple 3-note pattern, which is right, left, left, and this picks up on a thread from a couple of weeks ago where I showed you some potential permutations of stickings, and we substitute the bass drum for the right hand part. So if we do that, it gives us that. You've seen something similar to this before, but here it is now presented as a means of developing independence. So if we think of this as 3/8 notes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we get if we put it on the 1. So let's move it to the next 8th note point in a single bar of 4/4 time, which is the and of 1, which just gives us this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on, moving it right through the bar. Here's the and of 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you can take these individual, what used to be sticking patterns, and now they've become like melody, and place them at any point in the bar. Or you could play it continuously, like so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. And doing that, where you've got that 3 against 2 syncopation thing, will really sharpen up your sense of musical time elapsing, and will, if you're not there quite yet, will really enhance your ability to play across bar lines. Or we could do it in triplets, and this is one of the old chestnuts of jazz independence that we've all been doing for years and years and years. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 16th notes with a more of a straight feel. For example, this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So what the logic is behind this is that you can take each one of those sticking modules, you can substitute right foot for right hand, and then you can play them with any cymbal ostinato in any kind of context, you know, jazz, rock, funk, Latin, anything you want. And it gives you an instant, easy to carry, easy to remember whole system of independence that you can take anywhere. And you could write it down on the back of a fag packet if fag packets could still be written on. But anyway, that's another story. So again, this is one that's really, it's a really, really tiny, tiny little nugget of information. But once you extrapolate it, it just becomes enormous, and you can do as much or as little with it as you wish. And if it's something you haven't thought of before, it'll really give you some fresh insight into something. It will help you reevaluate some of the things that you already know, which is something I take great pleasure in myself, and I'm always on the lookout for finding new and different ways of doing things like that. So have fun with this one, and I'll see you very soon.